Alright, today we have another unboxing video. This time it's of a antique top hat. Now, top hat is not Victorian. It's made by Knox, and it's a very recognizable brand throughout the 1900s, really. However, it is still an antique one, still an original type. It's still, a silk top hat. And just really wanted it because my friend Trevor wants me to get into Civil War reenactments with him playing civilian roles. So I was going to play a preacher, traveling preacher, and he was going to play an undertaker. So it makes sense they'd camp together. And I actually did study the Bible and church leadership and stuff like that in university. So it really is a perfect role for me. Plus I like my historical reenactments, and this will still be useful for my 1900s theme, because normally I go for the 1900s. Now here we have it double boxed. That is just wonderful. That is definitely how it should be, as something very fragile like this, because I've seen it where I want to just say the post office, but especially the post office, there's footprints on the box itself, including when I've shipped stuff out, because for a living, I ship stuff. I sell stuff online, and I know I didn't put a footprint on the box, so when the customer says, hey, my box was crushed, and they show me a picture and you see a footprint, it's like, oh my goodness. Now, they also put these fragile labels all over it, which I do appreciate. However, I was told just 2 days ago by the post office that those mean nothing now. Now, they were probably afraid that I was going to penetrate this box with a knife, so they used painter's tape, or masking tape, whatever you want to call it, which I appreciate, because now I don't have to sit there prying through all the thick, heavy-duty packing tape. This makes it a lot easier. Okay. Might be wondering why I have this ring on. No, it's not a wedding ring. It's the Lion of Judah. Since the church is the bride of Christ, I thought it was a nice, poignant sort of thing to do. Very nice packing job on this, I will say that. I'm very pleased with how they did this. So this will fit my Civil War reenactments, and this will fit for the 1900s. Technically, I could still be wearing this in the 50s if I wanted to go to a really nice theater. Now, what I'm not sure is how perfectly this will fit my head, because sometimes, even though it says it's, say, 7.5, it might have shrunk to 7 3/8. Now, worst case scenario, which might be the case here, I may have to take the band out inside, which is a common thing I've done with many of my antique hats, because they never fit. So, not a big deal. This one's not a true antique, because it is a Knox hat. However, it still is in pretty decent shape. I know that the edge around the brim needs some touch-up work. And you can see where they grabbed it a lot. That needs some touch-up work. But I really don't think that'll be a big problem for me. And in fact, I need to take it off of eBay now. I actually have a hat box that I'm about to go get, now that I remember. To be very careful with this hat, of course. But more specifically, this hat box, I know it's in very rough shape. I only bought it because that and this are the earliest Cunard line labels that I have ever seen. Let's put it all the way like that. Now, of course, it's probably backwards on your screen on account of this being the front-facing camera. But I guess I'll take this hat box off of eBay if my hat fits. I know it looks horrible, but I've actually done a lot of conservation work to the leather on this. I still wouldn't try to flex it very much. However, it was rock hard when I got it, and it was crumbling away. And my pants still look clean right now, even though I just had it set on my leg. So if this fits, we'll keep it in there. However, this hat box is a lot older than the hat and probably a lot smaller. Oh goodness, it fits. Well, I guess I'll be taking this thing off of eBay since it never sold anyway. Now, another thing with these hats is a lot of these are pop-ups. I don't like the pop-ups. You can tell that it has a spring in there and a wire. I just don't like that look. I like the look of these hard ones. Don't want to hit it too hard. Yeah, I got it at a great price. Excellent, amazing price for what they normally sell for. However, doesn't mean I should ruin it, you know? Now, I use all my antiques, except for a couple things on display, like that bottle back there, but I've used this wash basin. I use my pens. Heavens, I even have my cologne in an antique bottle. Even that antique towel for the wash basin. It's a linen towel from the 20s. I just use all this stuff. I feel like, why have it if you don't use it? So this hat's not just going to be decoration. This is going to be living history once again, just like it should have always been. Yes, it won't last forever. Good heavens, I even use antique shoes. But I wouldn't say I'm a minimalist by any means. Obviously, there's a lot of stuff up there. But I am a practical utilitarian. Anything decorative should also have a function. When possible. Obviously, painting that I have on the wall, not all that useful, just a space filler. But yeah, this will be used in reenactments once I probably take out the inner band because I don't see it as fitting me very well. I've always liked the brims to sit lower on my head. I feel like they're not going to blow off in that case, as I'd hate to be going through the reenactment the whole time holding this hat down, terrified that it's going to go flying away like one of these straw boaters. Because these rock hard. They fall, they shatter, because when the straw's all dried out, the resin inside's hard as a rock. Actually, this one's a Knox too. I have 3 of these. But I hope you like this unboxing video. Now I just have to get the period correct vest, a period correct shirt, period correct trousers. My shoes will actually work. They look more like brogans. So, have a great day, everybody.